Alrighty, 5'9" gamers, welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing a breakdown video on Vegito Blue and on Kefla regarding the 3rd anniversary. These guys are going to be featured on the Future banner or the Fusions banner, whatever you want to call it, the one with Merge Zamasu, the corrupted Merge Zamasu. I'm joined today by none other than Sherwood, Swift, and my boy ZVG. Go ahead and say what's up to the viewers, guys.
What's up?
What up, fam?
All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the meat of it. Let's get into the stats. So we have them at 6 stars right here. I mean, honestly, the stats are kind of like lackluster right now. We got 2.12 million health, which is not terrible, but you have 206 strike attack, 137k strike defense, 209k blast attack, and 143k blast defense. How do you guys feel about these stats?
They butchered these stats, man. I think it's because he has some support in his skip, but like they just butchered his stats like very, very bad. Like these are like almost the EX levels of bad, bro. Like these stats are.
Definitely. I do have to admit that. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. They're definitely a little bit on the low side. You know, we'll have to wait and see what the kit offers, but definitely a little bit on the low side. But yeah, we can. Let's see what the kit holds.
Okay, so first of all, we have our main ability with It Ends Now. So you're going to draw the Ultimate Arts card, God Final Kamehameha next. You're going to restore your own health by 25% and ki by 50. Plus, you get a 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. There has to be 20 timer counts that have to elapse before activating this.
Bro, I have no idea why all these units so far that we've taken a look at have restore health and ki by 50 in their kit.
Bro.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And that's something you see with a lot of these God Key units. I don't know about Future specifically, but I know with God Key, a lot of these units is like, they're just, the main gimmick is healing. So I do like to see the healing. Kind of a short main ability though. I guess it's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's very, very short. I do agree though with the God Key units always having the healing aspect. Even the most recent free-to-play God Keys that we got, the Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, they both have healing in their main ability, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point.
All right, so moving on to the unique ability, we got Ultimate Fusion Power. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 60% to damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Reduces damage received by 40% for 50 timer counts, my bad, cannot be canceled as well. Minus 10 to blast arts cost, cannot be canceled, and applies the following effects to allied tag, Fusion Warrior, God Key, and Future when this character is switched to standby. 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and 20% to key recovery for 20 timer counts.
A little bit of support capabilities.
Dude, some support buffs. That looks very nice. I like that.
It looks alright. Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah, it's nothing like incredible.
Why are you laughing, bro? It just looks alright, bro. Like it's 20% damage and 20% key recovery. That's alright.
It's not like jaw-dropping or anything like that, but I will say I love seeing these buffs where it's like you just swap them out and then you're basically just supporting your team. So I do like to see that, but yeah, it's not like jaw-dropping or anything.
Yeah, I do like it in combination though, because like you're doing work with Vegito up here, and then you start doing work with your allies down here. You know, like that's why I like support capability of abilities like this. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see that for sure. And so a little bit, like this is just a sparking unit, so he's only going to have these 2 uniques. They're not too lengthy. So we have the power to rival a deity. So applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So 70% to next blast arts damage inflicted cannot be stacked. And you get a 15% to the next special move arts damage inflicted every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card, up to 60%.
Wow.
And you apply the following effects to self once 25 timer counts have elapsed from battle start. 40% to damage inflicted cannot be canceled, and you're going to be reducing the damage received by 25%, cannot be canceled as well.
That could be the reason for the stats being a little bit on the lower side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they definitely try to make up for it right here, right?
So basically, you're increasing your blue card by 15% every time you use a strike or blast card, up to 60%. So this dude's blue card's gonna be hitting pretty hard.
Oh yeah, we didn't even see what his blue card does yet. It might do something else.
Also, I kind of dislike that it takes 25 counts for him to get like that 40% damage. But it is what it is. But yeah, for the first 25 counts of the match, he's gonna be like just like bare bones until
at least it's not 50
40% damage, and then yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the requirement's 25 counts to get these extra buffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to their cards, we have the Strike, which is just Strike Impact. We got the Blast, which is going to be special move cost down. So you get -5 to own special move arts cost for 15 timer counts upon hitting a Blast card. We have the final Kamehameha special move, which deals massive impact damage, applies attribute upgrade, minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self for 3 timer counts upon activation. It cannot be nullified by most other special moves, just like his LF counterpart.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not
this blue card's going to be hitting hard, and it cannot be nullified by other special moves. That's very good. I think the only other
This is
one that
locked
can
in?
nullify
Or
it's
is it?
probably Namek Goku.
Yep.
No, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta also have this. Cannot be notified by other more special moves too.
Oh,
He has
okay.
that.
So I guess if you get in a situation where you're, it would just probably end
being
in a
clashed.
clash. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would just like go through theirs and they would get hit, but you wouldn't get any damage at all. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All
God's Master, the green card.
Okay, this is what I think a lot of people have overhyped a little bit. So the following effects occur upon activation. Restores own ki by 50, increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts, inflicts all enemies with no switching for 5 timer counts, and applies the following effects to enemy on hit. Reduces Dragon Balls by 1 and destroys all special arts card and has blast armor when charging forward. Keep in mind, this is not comboable, and I think a lot of people kind of glanced over that. This is not comboable. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Jiren's green card in a way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me of Jiren's green card. That's a good point. I do like to see the reduced Dragon Balls though. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that it's not comboable is kind of, it definitely makes it not as good, but it's definitely a decent card, decent green card.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
All right, so moving on, we do have the God Final Kamehameha. So this is going to be the ultimate. It deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation, restores ki by 50, restores vanishing gauge by 100%,
Bruh.
and you increase your arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts, applies attribute upgrade, minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts, and it also has blast armor.
Just give it to him.
Yes, sir.
Dude, this
Yes,
man's
sir.
blue card and ultimate are both going to be hitting extremely hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact he restores vanishing gauge, and is that on? Okay, that's on activation.
That's on
so
activation,
Yeah.
man.
That's very
Kind of
good.
like
It's gonna be
Bardock. Kind of like
yeah.
Bardock. Yeah.
He's the only one besides Bardock that has this, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I believe so.
Jeez. Okay, that's actually pretty damn good.
Tournament power, nobody
Alright, so-
cares.
Yeah, no one cares about Tournament of Power. So he's buffing Fusion Warriors at just 2 stars, at 3 stars, Fusion Warrior and God Key, and then at 6 stars we're going to be having him buff Fusion Warrior, God Key, and Future.
So he picks up God Key at 3 stars. Then that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
You get
You
one
only need
copy,
to pull
pump
them
them all
once,
Z
then you put
power.
100 Z power. Yep, exactly. That's
exactly.
gonna be nice.
Yeah.
All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and move on to Kefla. All right, so starting off with Kefla, yet again, we do have her at 6 stars right here. We'll go ahead and take a quick glance at her stats. So 2.14 million health, a 216k strike attack, 138k strike defense, a 211k blast attack, and 135k blast defense. How do you guys feel about these stats?
They're a
Alright,
little bit on the
pretty
higher
decent.
end.
Yeah, pretty decent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not too
definitely
bad.
not horrible. I'm sure she's gonna have a good kit as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One
She
thing
already
I've
has
noticed so
amazing
far with
animation.
these anniversary units is they've been giving them some pretty good kits.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the main ability. I won't be outdone by anybody.
All right.
Draw the ultimate arts card, Gigantic Breaker next. Restores own key by 40. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 15 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 15% to impact damage received for 15 timer counts. And you need to have 25 timer counts elapse to activate this.
That's pretty good.
Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
So
solid.
you're
yeah.
immune to, you just pop the main ability and you're immune to cover change for 15 counts.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yep.
Kind
Exactly.
of similar to the recently released Purple Hit has something similar where you pop the main ability and you're immune to cover change.
Oh yeah, that's very, very true. All right, moving on to the first unique. I guess I'll have to crank it up. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 60% to damage inflicted, cannot be stacked. Reduces damage received by 30% for 20 timer counts, cannot be stacked. 60% to key recovery for 15 timer counts, and you're going to be able to apply the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts attack. Restores key by 10, activates
Wow.
3 times, 50% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, activates once, and activation counts reset when this character switches.
Is this character
I
good
like
enough?
that.
I'm
I
sorry,
actually
man.
like this a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. So for the next unique, we have limitless heights. So this one's a little bit on the shorter side. So applies the following effects to self every time own attack is evaded with the vanishing step.
Oh,
Restores ki by
flashbacks.
20 plus 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Restores vanishing gauge by 60%.
Wow.
Activates twice. And randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Activates twice. Times where 4 cards are held are also counted as activation. So a little
Why
bit
is
of
that a
downside
thing?
right there.
Why
Yeah,
is that a thing?
yeah,
Kid Boo?
massive downside right there. And the activation counts reset when this character switches.
So what are you
Alright.
saying is the downside?
Is that even if you have 4 cards already in hand, that it's going to count as an activation for the randomly draw one new card. Even
Oh,
though
it's
you're
gonna
not going to be
destroy
pulling
one?
new-
That's so stupid.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, Raditz?
I will say all these units restoring vanishing gauge, it's gonna take some time to like remember like how they do it, when they do it, just to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's gonna take time to remember all this, but
Yeah.
I like it. I like seeing units that do that. So
Oh yeah, these units are definitely meant to shake up the meta, right?
oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so moving on, we have a regular strike impact, we have a regular blast impact. For the special move, we have Gigantic Ray. Deals massive impact damage, 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts upon activation. Nothing too crazy, but you can teach it to shell it. This one is gonna feel great for special skill.
Okay.
Restores own health by 15%, applies attribute upgrade, minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self for 10 timer counts. Reduces next damage sustained by 20%, cannot be stacked, and this applies until enemy combo is finished.
It's decent.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Time stop green card as well. You know, it's
Yeah.
pretty solid. It's okay.
Yeah, not bad at all. For the ultimate skill, we have the Gigantic Breaker. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, reduces damage received by 20% for 15 timer counts, and it also has Blast Armor, which the previous Kefla did not have on her ultimate, right?
Thank God.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of a bland ultimate. I'm sure. So you got the 30% damage, which will obviously affect the ultimate itself. So it'll probably do decent damage, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it's all right. You got a little bit of a damage cut on it as well. Not
Yeah.
the craziest thing in the world, but I guess it's nice.
She's
No one cares
solid.
about TOP
Nope.
yet again. So at 2 stars, you got a Rival Universe buff. At 3 stars, we're going to get Rival Universe and Fusion Warrior. And then at 6 stars, we are going to be getting girls
Female,
as well.
no, female warriors. Female warriors.
Dude,
go, the
I
female
wish.
warriors.
I really wish that the girls was at 3 stars.
I wish it was female
I
warriors.
need
But
to. Me too.
yeah, it should be female warriors. But all in all, I think she looks decent. Nothing. I don't think she looks like too OP, but definitely she looks really good. I think.
Oh yeah, she does look pretty good. I definitely do want this unit. Like just for my females team, dude. Like
Dude, yeah.
I'm a simp, so I need.
I
this
think that's
unit.
where she's gonna shine
I'm a
most
simp.
as female warriors, because obviously Fusion Warriors has the red.
Zenkai
Gogeta,
7
so-
with Gogeta.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
true. All right. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and quickly glance over the 2 new EX units that are going to be
Trash.
featured on this banner as
Trash.
well.
No, we're just kidding.
So we do have a new Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So these are his stats. Nothing too crazy. What do you guys think about his stats?
No one cares.
It's
Yeah.
an EX unit. It's,
Well,
it is
I
what
would
it
say
is.
his stats are comparable to Vegito, so at least that's something. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
least- Oh wait, Sherwood, that's at
Yeah.
5. Hold on, put that 6.
Oh,
No,
oh
put it
my
at the
bad, my
6 stars.
bad, my
you're
bad.
good.
Sorry, Gotenks.
Well, 6 will still be the same. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, because that just
Alright.
has a Z ability, right?
That's alright.
But yeah, it's all
Alright.
good. It's all good.
We'll just briefly go over his kit, see what he does. So main ability destroys all your cards, randomly draws 4 new ones, but you get no key on that. 50% to blast damage for 60 timer counts. Seals an enemy card, and the sealed card cannot be used for 5 timer counts. You only need 15 timer counts for this. As for the uniques, you apply the following effects yourself from Battlestar for 100 timer counts, 70% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 30%, minus 10 to blast arts cost. You got Relentless Spirits, restores own key by 20 when this character enters the battlefield, applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated, restores health by 20% and 25% to damage inflicted. What do you
I
guys,
like
how do you guys
that.
feel about this? I feel like this
I
is
like that.
decent.
I
Yeah, for
actually
it's
don't think
decent.
that's
Not bad.
terrible.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah,
Dude,
for
I
an
think
EX unit, not
if he
bad.
would have gotten key on his main ability, he actually would have been like really viable. But I think just not getting key on that main ability is going to be kind of a deal breaker. But he's got a cool kit for an EX unit. I'll say that.
100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. And for his cards, he just has regular strike, blast. His blue card, the Die Missile Barrage, is going to deal major explode damage. Flicks enemy with attribute downgrade, minus 100% to health restoration for 30 timer counts. Actually, not bad at all.
Yeah, I like that.
Got the green card, Unlock Key, Form of Life, restores own health by 10%, 15% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and cancels attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions. Pretty standard, basic green card, right? You restore health, that's nice.
Blue card, teachable to shout as well. You know, that's something for the people that like shout some love, you know?
And then we can go ahead and take a glance at the Z ability. I think this is what everyone's mostly in it for. So you got the element green and element yellow. Oh, okay. That is kind of odd. So at 3 stars, green and yellow. 6 stars, he doesn't even get fusion? He doesn't even get okay. Yeah. DOA.
That reminds me of the androids when they got that back in the day with like the red and purple, I think it was, or something like that. Blue and purple.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's going to be specifically for your green, yellow setups or yellow, green teams. It's going to be for that, I guess.
Yeah, so he definitely got pigeonholed, which is not a good thing. So that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next EX unit, which a lot of people are definitely going to be hyped for, is the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
Powerful opponent, please, the ability.
All right, so at 6 stars, these are his stats right here. Again, they're honestly a little bit comparable to Vegito Blue, right? His strike attack and blast attack are going to be a little bit lower. How do you guys feel about these?
Gotenks is stronger.
Is he a defense unit?
Bro, what are those stats? Hold on. What are those? Dude,
he is a defense.
He is defense. That's why. Yeah,
he's
so he's got low attack. He's a defense unit. He doesn't have amazing defense either, but he is an EX unit, I guess.
Yeah. Very eh. The main ability, Empyrean God, draw special arts, card next, restores on key by 80, 30% to strike damage, inflicted for 40 timer counts. Very run-of-the-mill main ability, nothing crazy.
Get some key, get
Body
some damage.
Of a Saiyan. Yeah, not bad. 40% to damage inflicted when battle starts, and the following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Restores own health by 5%, activates 3 times. 20% to damage inflicted by allied tag God Key for 15 timer counts. Elevated Will applies the following effects to self when this character enters his battlefield. Reduces damage received by 40% for 15 timer counts. Applies attribute upgrade. Shortens substitution count by 3 for 10 timer counts. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10 to strike arts cost for 5 timer counts when changing cover. And inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 5% to damage received for 25 timer counts every time an enemy uses a strike or blast card while this character is on the battlefield. He actually has a lot of stuff going on.
That was a lot of
here.
words.
Yeah, it definitely was.
For an EX.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad, right?
Yeah, not horrible. I like to see the shortened sub count. Definitely not bad.
He's not too bad.
For an EX unit, not bad at all.
He's okay.
Yeah.
For his cards, again, run-of-the-mill strike and blast. His blue card is going to be Violent Fierce God Slicer. Deals major explode damage, reduces enemy key by 70 on hit. That's actually a lot of key to be go ahead and reducing right there.
Yeah.
And so for your green card, we get 15% to damage inflicted. Activates only 3 times, which is kind of weird.
It is weird.
All enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 15 timer counts. I would say this green card is kind of a little bit lackluster.
I guess they assume you activate it 3 times, and they just assume he's going to be dead by then.
Yeah, facts.
Basically. All right. Now we can move on to his Z ability. So at 2 stars, he's going to just be buffing God Key.
Please.
At 3 stars, he's going to be buffing just God Key. 6 stars, he's going to be buffing just God Key. Okay.
Anybody want to take a guess?
Literally
All
only
right.
God Key, Brandon.
14 stars. What do we got? God Key.
I never would have guessed.
Right.
And the 14 is only 30%. That's so weird because normally extreme units have like really good, or like the newer extreme units usually have really good Z abilities. That's so weird that they have these kind of bad Z abilities for these guys.
Yeah, kind of scubbed. This
Doesn't
guy,
even grab another tag.
Yeah, I feel like this guy won't even make it on bench.
Yeah, it's double defense.
DCXs will never make it anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It is what it is.
Dead on arrival.
All right. Yep, DOA yet again. All right. RIP to the EX units. They got shafted. All right, so that being said, we are going to go ahead and hop on out of here. Before we go ahead and hop on out, what are your guys' final thoughts on this banner right here? Or these units on this banner, at least?
EX
They're
poo-poo.
decent units.
Okay.
Yeah, the X's are trash. I want to see. I want to get Vegito Blue personally because hopefully he does, replace Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegito on feature for me. But I have to see how it plays in game, man. Because his stats are just bad, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm
going to
hoping
be
Vegito
really rough.
Blue's kit kind of makes up for his stats.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
Definitely. All right. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like, a comment, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you follow all of our socials. Thank you for joining us on this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.
Take care.
Peace out,
Peace.
guys.